Hello there! Welcome to the Benchrest show. I'm here in Arizona at the Extreme Benchrest 2017. And I've got to be really quiet because there's some people concentrating and shooting over there. I'm going to tell you all about my week. It's been a hot week, so let's go somewhere a bit cooler, shall we?
It's been 100 degrees all week. Before I start talking to you, I'm going to get cool. That's better. Can't get good tea in America. We started off on Monday, flying out of Heathrow. I've got my luggage, and all I need to do is wait for the bus, which is going to be here at some point. My money doesn't stretch to business class, thus my seating is quite cramped. Here comes some token footage of the plane taking off. Never mind though, the 10.5-hour flight drones by, and eventually we're in Phoenix. I'm travelling with Andrew Huggett, Ben Taylor and Ross Marshall. This is us at the terminal waiting for the Flying Scotsman to turn up.
Waiting for Mr. Ross.
Mr. Ross, we're all here. Well, us three are here, and we're just waiting for Ross to arrive. This year, we're staying in a villa, which means the first thing we need to do is to buy supplies. It's not until the following morning, when the sun comes up, do we realise the size and brilliance of our villa. This is the lounge and the kitchen. The games room. And my bedroom. It's a bit of a mess. And on Tuesday, we went into Airguns of Arizona and picked up our rifles for the competition. Oh, I've lost a shoe. And Wednesday, we went to the desert. When people arrive at the Extreme Benchrest, they're pretty organised. The teams have normally been chosen months in advance, and rifles have been allocated, sent out, tested, practiced with, etc, etc. But we're British, and we don't like to do things that way. We like to wing it a bit. Plus, this is a high-powered contest. Everyone has been practicing in high power, except us. Any practice ranges at AOA are normally swamped by these organised teams. So we've taken a trip an hour out into the desert to zero our rifles and get to know them. We have 8 rifles to zero in about 6 hours in the blistering desert sunshine. It is good fun, but do bear in mind that these are brand new rifles off the shelf, pellets straight out of the tin and untested, and we've got to set these 8 rifles for the 25-metre bench rest, 75-yard and field target, plus the big bore gun. So there's my excuse right at the start for my performance. I don't get a year's testing with the gun. I see it a few hours before I'm due to shoot it. And that goes for everyone in the team. So anything above last is actually, for me, a real achievement. So that's brand new guns, unchecked pellets, and we're going to take on 150 of the best shooters in America. Myself and Andrew have chosen Daystate pulsars in .25 caliber, and we're using the high power version, which is up to 50 foot-pounds per shot.
Can we sit still in the back of the car, please? In the back of the car.
We're going to use those for the field target competition and for the 75-yard bench rest. And if it wasn't for Ross and his trusty spotting scope, we wouldn't have a clue what we were shooting at. I will admit, thanks to Kit Perot's 50 cal Desert Eagle, we did get a bit distracted. Holy wow. And eventually we did get our rifles sighted in, but it was a very, very warm day. Now, if I was to tell you that this is a pizza restaurant, a real pizza restaurant, nope, neither me nor Mr. Huggett get the link between the organ and the pizza. I just need to quickly mention that Andrew Huggett bought a chair to use in the field target competition. I thought that was a bit cheeky, so at every opportunity I would chuck it in the bush. Day 1 is the field target competition first thing in the morning. It's quite simple. There are 5 positions. Each position has 4 targets, and they do tell you the exact range for each target. You can use bipods and a small tub or seating rest. It just can't have a back. But those targets can be anything from 20 yards out to 100 yards. Good shot.
Very good.
Good shot.
Nice. Okay.
Overnight, we've been joined by Terence from Daystate.
Shooter, time starts now.
When we took Terence shopping to get some food, he didn't buy food, he bought a onesie. You bought a Stormtrooper onesie?
Yeah.
You come all the way to Phoenix and you buy a Stormtrooper and it doesn't fit?
No.
Anything past 75 yards was going to be a problem, because we hadn't zeroed that far.
This is special. It have a vibration damper inbuilt into it,
Okay.
and it's also helping you to find a target
Right.
and telling you when you should pull the trigger.
So it's kind of like an electronic guiding bipod.
Yeah, it is, and it's telling me a lot about the wind as well.
Okay. Does it make you coffee?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna
and
say
tea.
that thing.
Good.
Done.
Good.
I bet you a $5 you miss it. $5 you miss it.
Let's say 5,000 bucks.
No, not 5,000. I haven't got 5,000 bucks. $5.
Come back when you have 5,000 bucks.
Oh!
Time starts now.
How much?
How much? 50
For one hit?
for one hit.
One hit.
He's got to hit that one time, down one time.
Oh my god. Get your checkbook out.
No,
Hang on, look, he's dialing it in. He's got it
yeah,
already.
no, he's dialing it in. He's been practicing.
that's-
He's been
we
practicing
didn't
for
know
years. We didn't know that. So, all right, Freddie. So that target out there. Let's break $20. Let's break the bank.
Okay.
So $20. You got to knock that over. $20. All right. You can find out what happened in my speech towards the end. Out of 47 shooters, I came 16th with a score of 27. I'm really happy with that. I was one shot behind Ted and Matt, who I'm sure you know very well, and Andrew Huggett beat me by 3 shots. But 16 out of 47? That I'm pleased with. No time to waste, we literally dash over to the big bore range, because I've got to assist Andrew, who's shooting the Daystate Beaumont 308 in the long range competition. This is a paper target shoot at 200 metres. Daystate have been working with Alfred from Beaumont Air Rifles over in the Netherlands, and they've come up with this concept rifle. Yes, a lot of it is Beaumont, but yes, there's also some Daystate tweaks there. It's something from the R&D department at Daystate, and if you want to see more, Dawn, Airgun Girl, has made a great little video about the rifle. I'll put a link in the box below. If you want to bump into the people that you watch on YouTube and meet the journalists that write the articles, this is the place to come.
It's not bad, is it?
That's all right.
Which part of the Foreign Legion are you in?
I'm in the cowardly part of the Foreign Legion.
I'd put you down in the catering corps.
Thank you. I hope this is not for publication.
Absolutely.
Well, that guarantees it'll be on YouTube tomorrow. I understand that.
No, about 10 minutes.
No,
Yeah. Having anything to do with the way he plays games on Facebook. Look!
It's camo.
After a long day shooting in the desert, what could be better than a visit to a Japanese steak bar?
Oh, so where's your hair?
First time. Oh!
Doris water. Okay, that's like a thing. Just water.
There's a roadrunner over there.
Get the Roadrunner. Friday was the 25-metre Benchrest and also the first round of the 75-metre Extreme.
For this, I was using an FX Royale 400 .22 caliber. The maximum caliber you can shoot in this competition is .22. Maximum score is 750 points. And just before we started, Dawn told me and Andrew that she'd come to beat us. And being the gentleman that we are, we let her. Out of 92 shooters, I came 46th. Yes, but that's 46th with a gun, brand new off the shelf, that I've put 3 magazines through and then took to competition. So again, I'm happy with that.
No, actually a little bit left. My left.
What you're watching now is the holdover. Long walk down range. Check his weapons.
I've just finished my second card on the 75-metre Benchrest. It's better than last year. I'm not going to win, but I'd like to be middle of the table.
And the gun I've been using is the Pulsar 2.5 high power. And today, it's quite windy out there. Hello, Mr. Stephen.
we love YouTube. Hard Air Magazine loves Airgun Gear Show. You can take that as a quote.
But we love Hard Air Magazine.
Thank you very much.
There we
Hey,
go.
we're all so happy together.
In the description box below, there's links to other guys that have made videos about the competition. They're all fantastic. Go over and have a look. But let me tell you, I'm going to back up what they say in all their videos. It's about the wind. If you can forecast and read the wind for every single shot, you're going to do well. But if you have a lane that's a little bit gusty, you've had it. Oh, and if my videoing is a little bit sketchy by this point during the competition, it's because I ended up with a throat infection and ended up having to go and see doctors to get antibiotics while I was over there. As everyone will tell you, I was quite poorly.
So we return back to the house. Go, Andrew, go and give that a poke, whatever it is.
touching it.
What is it?
What,
It's
nosebleed?
enormous. Look at it. Get near to it and it moves.
bloody hell.
Look at that.
It
What
just
is it?
started.
Yes, but we're trying to get past the
Trying
bugs to
past
get in.
the bug that wants to kill everyone.
There's a cricket on the door as well.
Yeah, it's on the floor now.
It's a jumper.
Oh, now it can have your leg off.
Look at the length of them things.
I know.
Saturday was really all about watching everyone else and seeing the competition develop. Meeting people, talking, and just generally wandering around and enjoying ourselves.
you want this?
Saturday night at the barbecue, I was booked to do a speech to around 200 people. A little bit nervous, so I thought I'd do something different. A little competition of things that money can't buy, or you wouldn't want to spend your money on.
Thank you, Robert. Good evening, everyone. That's a bit weak. Come on! But what we have to think about is what to talk about. Well, you're all into air guns, I get that, kind of, you know, I do the same thing. So I've taken some advice. And it seems that there are 3 things not to speak about in a speech. The first one, and bear in mind I can be quite politically incorrect. The first one is religion. Yeah, whoever said that? So we'll see if we cover that a little bit later. The second one is politics. The Trump-Clinton thing? No, we're not going to go there. Okay, fair enough. And the third would be sex. Now, I'm a happily married man. Me and my wife, we did that once about 11 years ago, and so far it's cost me about £100,000. So I'm not doing that again. I'm just going to shoot air guns instead. It's a lot easier. And to help me do this, I'm going to have a glamorous assistant who's going to come and assist me. Now, I did book Melania, but they tell me that she's a little busy. So I've got a Z-lister, and that's Mr. Andrew Huggett. So if you would like to come up here, Mr. Huggett. I'll bring you a chair, just in case. Say good evening, Mr. Huggett.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Hello, everybody. I'll hand you back. I know he's very nervous. So
yeah, I'm very nervous. Right. Andrew, believe it or not, is a little bit shy. Sometimes. Unless, of course, you give him gin. Lots of gin. Then he is no longer shy. Andrew can then no longer find his way back to the hotel room. Andrew can no longer use an elevator in a hotel. But never mind. Hey, Andrew.
Just once.
Just once. Okay. So, let's see if this is working through my nerves. And should we try one? So if I say the word balls. Come on. Do something. Here we go. There we go. This gentleman over here. Right. Pick a number, sir. What's your name?
Al.
Al. Pick a number. What have you got? Number 2. So we're going to go over to the glamorous assistant. Hello, glamorous assistant.
Good evening.
What have you got?
Good evening.
What's number 2?
Number 2. Hang on. After 1. Who's the one?
Al.
Oh, sir, you're in for a treat tonight. For tonight, you have won. Get ready.
Be careful, he's got a sign over here.
A lock of hair from Matt Dubber.
Come on, Matt.
And here's the man himself, all the way from South Africa, Mr. Matt Dubber.
That was dirty. Let's go. Hang on, don't go. Do you want to say anything? Anything at all?
I'm absolutely speechless.
Good man. Happy days. Well, that worked.
That's rare.
Now, to be honest with you, that worked so well, I don't know whether we even bother going on with the rest of the speech, do we?
We should quit now.
Just quit now. And actually, do you know what? Generally, I've got 3 more pages of this rubbish.
We've got a bottle of gin here.
Okay, we go with the gin. Do you want to do the speech or just the game? The game. Balls. Oh, this guy's big and scary. And that was a look of pure evil. Look at this. This. Hey, are you bigger than me? Okay.
Oh, he's going to say something.
You're the first YouTube guy I've seen that's actually big.
Okay. again, you're pointing at Steve. I don't know what it is with Steve. Love you, Steve. Okay, right. Pick a ball. Any ball. Believe me, it's not going to make a lot of difference, but pick a ball.
It's an S.
S. It's 5. S. Did you go to school? He said S. I haven't got an S. Have a look at your sheet. We haven't got an S. Just, what's your name again?
Ken Hicks.
Ken, just stay there while we look for S.
What's his name? Dave?
Bob. His name's Bob.
Bob.
Have you got an S for Bob?
Well, that was close to an S.
Yes. Yeah, we know it's Ken.
Okay.
It's part of the act. What? Oh, sorry. Children.
Okay, the prize.
The drum roll. Drum roll.
Drum roll. I'm not sure you're going to like this. You've just won the shirt of Ted Beer's back.
The shirt off Ted Beer's back. You want to? No. Ted's giving you his shirt. Come on, Ted.
I'll be honest, my heart is pounding harder now than at any competition this week.
It's on my turn.
I think maybe we should clap him in, yeah? Clap him in.
Well done. Oh!
Thank you. Congrats, man.
Thank you.
I hope it fits. Oh, it's cool, but it's something that money can't buy. Kind of.
Can't please everyone.
You can't please everyone. Here we go. Right. Did we enjoy that? Cool. Now I'm going to tell you a little story. And keep it quite simple. There's a gentleman in the room that we have a little bit of banter with. It's a Swedish-British thing. And he's out on the field target range the other day, and I'm well known for irritating people. And he's taking the competition quite seriously, and he's lining up his 100-yard shot. And I thought, well, you know what, let's make this a little bit more interesting. So I gently leant over to him. It's not him, by the way. And I said, bet you $20 you miss. Now, this gentleman's quite important in the world of airguns. And he looked at me and he went, I'm not going to miss. And I said, fine, no worries. He fired the shot and he missed. I was a gentleman, I offered him double or quits. And he took it. Like a man. Because he missed the second time. So he currently owes me $40. So we thought we'd contribute that to the prize fund as well. Where's the bowl? I didn't say balls. Right, the little lad at the back. We got to go over to the back. Come on, young man. Now then, hello, what's your name?
Van.
Ivan?
Yes.
Hello, nice to meet you. Do you shoot?
Yes.
You do? What gun have you got?
FX Streamline.
Oh. Right. Does your dad shoot?
Yes.
What's he got?
The same FX Streamline.
Oh, so you're an FX family, are you?
Yes.
Cool. Right. Well, perhaps you might get something, I don't know, something nice. And we might have to get your dad involved, but pick a ball. What number have you got there?
3.
He's got number 3. Now we have to go over to the glamorous assistant and say, hello, glamorous assistant. Hello, darling. What have you got?
Well, that's an FX fan. you have to go over to Mr. Frederick Axelson of FX, and he will take you to the bar and buy you whatever you like.
Let's be honest, it's $40, so he's going to buy you, your dad, and most of your family a drink. Okay? So sit Ivan at your chair. Come on, Freddie, get up. Make him comfortable. Right, Ivan, sit down. Right, all right, sit down. Off you go, Freddie. Take him to the bar. Go and buy him a drink.
And the order for everyone else on the table.
Oh yeah, and Freddie, what table are they sat on? Which table was Ivan and his dad sat on? Which table? Oh, they all want a drink as well. They'll do. Good man. And Freddie, get a tray and carry it in for them. All right? Hurry up. Freddie. Sunday was the speed shoot finals and of course the Benchrest 100 metre finals, if you qualified, which I didn't.
The speed silhouette is without doubt a favourite of the competitors and with the audience.
3, 2, 1, fire.
There are two ways of shooting this. The first is that you have to start with all of your pellets in the tin. You can't preload the magazine. When the timer starts, you can either choose to load a magazine and shoot, or you can single shot and shoot as quick as you can. The second way is that you can preload your magazines, and you can use semi-auto air rifles. That makes it a whole different ballgame. Depending on ability, shooters are split into the pro or the sportsman class. But the one that everyone wants to win is the open class. You have 16 silhouette targets starting at 30 yards and going out to 60 yards. You can knock them down in whatever order you want. It's simply the fastest to knock them all down first. In the open class, this is Matt Dubber doing the lot in 22 seconds.
Fire! 23, 27, 29.
My gun's bigger than yours.
That may be true, Mr. Stephen. However, I suggest you always look at who's behind you when you're trying to film.
I gotta get Facebook pictures with you guys.
Golden rule number 1, Steve.
Finally, it's the big one, the 100-yard Extreme Benchrest Challenge. All the lanes are chosen at random, out of a hat, first thing on Sunday morning. And let me tell you, the one thing that's going to decide the whole day for the shooters is the wind. Depending on where you're sat, depending on the berms, depending on how high the sides are where you are, it's all going to make a difference to the wind. And that's going to make a difference to where you rank. And let me tell you, if your lane has got its own little wind vortex going on right in front of the target, it's going to be a difficult day, as I'm sure last year's winner Ted can testify. Let me show you how difficult it is. Bottom left hand corner, got 2 shots going in, pretty close together. But then the next shot, look where that goes. And that's all down to the wind. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why it's called the Extreme Benchrest. Thankfully, my camera's got a good zoom on it, so I can see everyone's card. And other people are trying all sorts of methods to be able to see what everyone is scoring. The only way you're actually going to get a good idea is to get yourself a good spotting scope, just like Ross.
Yeah, they can do that. I don't know. Hey,
what? Kill me.
The range is a great place to meet old friends, take some photos and have some fun. And if I had to choose one event only each year to go to, it would be this one.
Dawn, this is my special chair. Would you look after it till I come back next year?
Dawn, this is my special chair. I won't be back till next year. Can you look after it for me, please? Please? Please?
Dawn, this is my favourite American flag chair. I spent a lot of money on it. It's very important to me. Would you please look after it for next year?
I'd be honored.
Guys, what are you eating? Is that...
I'm not eating anything.
Is that good for you?
Oh, look, my hand's stuck in that bag.
Oh, there you go. Oh, look. Yes. This is how the other half live. Ben, smile.
The whole event finishes with the awards ceremony and the banquet. It is a room full of laughter and fun and a lot of mickey taking. And you get the chance to win a prize if you've entered the raffle, and it could be anything from something worth just a few dollars up to something worth thousands.
Perfect.
What about the two losers that don't have a phone?
Yeah.
So they don't ever get emails.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll just be Ben.
Yeah, Ben.
And there are some special moments.
And I've already got a streamline, so there's no point taking the second one home. And I was looking around the room here, and I want to give it to someone who will appreciate it more than me. I'm a bit spoiled now, a lot of guns, so I looked around and I heard that he's actually done a lot of pneumonia or small jobs at home, saving up for a gun. So there you go, David.
The results of the actual Extreme Benchrest 100-yard final were, in the sportsman class, you got Keith Comey in first, John Bagakis in second, and Seth Russell in third. In the pro class, the winner was Shane Keller, followed by Matt Dubber, and third was Thane Simmons. Well done, gentlemen. You truly are the masters of the wind.
Hello, my name is Doris the Unicorn, and I like chickens. I like chickens, I do. And I like chickens, and I like the Greeks, and I like kebabs, and I like pizza, and I like golf, and I like Andrew Huggy Poos, and I like Ross, and I like Ben, and I like Terence, and I like the Extreme Benchrest, and I'm a unicorn, and I've got a bigger horn than you. Bye.
After that, we had time to go and do a bit of shopping for family, for Ben to have a bit more of a sit down, and then it was the long 18-hour journey home. As a parting shot, when I got home, my throat infection turned into a severe allergic reaction, which put me in bed for a week. Thank you to everyone for everything while we were in America, and especially to my travelling companions and to Mr. Huggett for being an impromptu cameraman. Very much appreciated. Oh, and there's still more to come when I finish the edit.
177 or 22?
22. 22.
22.
22.
22.
22.
Han Solo or Luke Skywalker?
Han Solo.
Han Solo.
Luke Skywalker. Han Solo.
Han, baby.
Wife or airgun?
Got neither.
Oh, do I need to answer that one?
Airgun, baby.
I take the wife then.
Wife. Wife? Magnum.